Started off the day in Williamsburg with a haircut and then stopping by the farmer's market for some breakfast and some tea at the Spice and Tea Exchange, while also exploring the various vendors, including one from Charles City. Nice if they had like a sandwich though.
Don't, it's just the bread.
Ginger molasses cookies.
They have a cinnamon roll.
Peach scones. We'll get some.
Sourdough croissant. Plain, or you can do it with Nutella, almonds, blueberries.
Sourdough croissant looks good. So does the peach scone. Like some of the cookies. Okay, heading into the best tea place in all the lands. Spices and Teas. Spice and Tea Exchange. Originally from Florida. And we're here in the Williamsburg location. Enjoy some teas and some olive oil and some spice. hitting the road on the way up to George Mason to run this 5K at night. Should be fun. About 5 p.m. Just past Fredericksburg, my alma mater, University of Mary Washington. About 45 minutes till we get there. Gonna get a little bit of food in a minute. About 3.5 hours until race time. About 8:30 p.m. Time check. About 5:30. Just got off the interstate. About 25 minutes out from the track. A little sandwich, and about 3 more hours until race time. Woo! George Mason University.
Turn up here, you think?
Maybe.
Your license plate is your permit. Okay.
That doesn't make any sense. What does this say? Oh, same thing. Alright, it's about 6:20. All checked in. Gonna do a couple warm-up laps. About a little over 2 hours until a race. So start my pre-workout stuff and get ready to go. Alright, 2 hours till race. Got about half an hour until I make the bicarb and get ready to consume that. Hamstrings were feeling a little bit tight during check-in or back get pickup, so put a couple laps on the indoor track already. And just gonna relax for a little bit before continuing on to the next part of the warm-up. So just a reminder, I'm in the select or fastest race, lead race at 8:35. It's got about 7 people seated under 15 minutes. Another 5 to 10 at sub 16, looking to break 16. And it's about 17 people in total, so should be fast. It's a little bit windy here. Over the back straightaway is pretty windy, but should be good temperature, good atmosphere. So got 2 goals, either sub 16, which I really like to hit, or at least an all-time PR, which I think would be like sub 6 to 10. I'm recording this recap about a week after the event and having just rewatched the race footage, which thanks to my wife for filming that and all the cheering and driving and support. Really appreciate it. So I started off okay, right around goal pace. Started the first 200 towards the back of a chase pack, but was on 5-minute pace.
Your top seed coming in from Matthews, Dylan Lowry, with a seed time of 14:36. Make sure we cheer these gentlemen on as they try to break 14:30.
I went through the 400 and 800 meter marks under pace, but losing the pack. However, between 600 meters and 1,000 meters, I started to fall behind the chase group even further. I remember thinking to myself that I really need to find a way to catch back on by 1,600 to 1,800 meters, as it would make the back half of the race so much easier.
Let's go!
Great. And what are you looking for forward to in this
Come
next season?
on,
What are
let's
your
go.
short-term goals kind of coming up here after this?
Yeah, so my goal this summer is to qualify for U.S. outdoor champs on the track and the 5K, the 10K. And then
Woo! Come on, Jason!
All
Woo!
Leading the way of your men's 5K, Dylan Lowry.
Unfortunately, I could never seem to close the gap, despite going through the 1600-meter mark in 5:10, right around goal pace. I then lasted solo on pace until about 2200 meters before starting to fall off pace. As I went through the 3200-meter mark in 10:30, 15 seconds off my goal pace, and was stuck in no man's land running the entire rest of the race solo. I was honored to have the opportunity to compete under the lights with great competition and weather. I feel like I did everything I could leading up to the race to prepare, including resting any injury pains, my proper hydration, nutrition, trying bicarb again, my warm-up, etc. However, I just didn't have it on the day. In fact, this is probably my worst race in several years and broke a streak of 6 consecutive races with a PR. So I think I just didn't feel engaged in that track mentality and focused more on my goal splits than trying to run off of others and use them in the competition to aid my advantages. I think I would have to probably race in more of these track settings or workouts with groups to take advantage of this type of atmosphere in the future.